Welcome to the Elms College Make It project. Make It project overview. So this is a great way to put your learning into action and have fun. So these are individual projects. The idea is you are actually going to make a product. And so you're going to make a product and you're going to identify direct and indirect costs. You're going to identify material, labor, overhead, requirements. You must actually make the product. So I'm not looking for you to take something off the shelf. I'm looking for you to actually make the product. It must take you a minimum of 2 hours of labor to complete the product. And you must spend a minimum of $5 on material. You can spend more, but a minimum of $5. Every project must be unique. So no two people in the classroom can create the same product. If you can see here, we have a book chair. So it's a bookcase and a chair. We have a sun tanning massage pillow. Sounds pretty interesting. We have a teapot cover that someone knitted. So these are all unique products that people have made. There's a million other products that you could potentially make. And I'm going to show you at the end where you post this. It's on a first come, first served basis. So if I choose to make the chair with books, then therefore I'm the only one in the class to make the chair with books. Restrictions. You cannot use a kit. No beer making kit. No gum chewing kit. A kit already has all the products that you need broken out, and so that defeats the purpose of this. You have to come up with what you're going to make. So throughout the semester, in order to help you create this whole project, you will have assignments throughout the semester that will help you prepare for the final presentations. The final presentation, you will bring in your product, you will show your product, you will have either a PowerPoint or a Prezi presentation, and then throughout the semester, I'll give you a chance to turn in your worksheets and your calculations and your information ahead of time so that I can check it and help you work through it in case you need to make some revisions before the final due date. All due dates for the assignments are listed on Moodle. The initial assignments are all homework, so they count towards homework. The final assignment is part of your final project. So if you're submitting a rough draft, it's just a homework grade. The questions that you need to answer. What is the product? Is it useful? And how would you market it? If you're launching a product, how are you going to market this and who are you going to market this to? During the class, we will talk about a product flow diagram. You must include a product flow diagram that shows about the product and how you produce this. It's covered on page 342 to 345. Cost. So you must identify fixed and variable costs, total cost, direct material, direct labor, overhead costs, your method of costing. These are all topics that we'll cover throughout the class, but in order to have an idea of what you're looking for, you'll need to know job order costing or process costing and why you chose that method of costing. Revenue. What are you going to sell this for? And how did you determine the selling price? It's very important. If you're actually going to launch a product or be an entrepreneur, you have to know what your selling price is and whether or not you're going to make money and if that selling price is relevant. We're going to do some analysis, or you're going to do some analysis. We'll do some in class, you'll do some on the final project. Assume some level of sales and calculate contribution margin per unit and contribution ratio. You'll also calculate a break even in units and a break even in sales dollars. And then you need to figure out, if I have a target profit of $5,000, how many units must I sell and how many sales dollars? That's a spelling mistake in there. I'll fix it later. And how many dollars in sales must I sell to make a $5,000 profit? You must also talk about your process for the product. What is the process time for your product? How long did it take you? What is the cycle time for your product? What would be the throughput for a 4-hour day? And what is the production rate? Don't worry if right now when you're watching this video, you're like, I don't even know what that means. These are all topics that we're going to cover in the class. I'm just giving you an overview of the project so that you'll be able to pick a product the very first week. And then we work on this throughout the semester. You'll need to turn in a what did you learn summary. So this is a half page to a 1 page summary of what you learned while completing this project. Did you learn something about your ability to make a product? Did you learn something about cost accounting? Did you learn that it's much more difficult or time consuming than you thought? Remember grammar and spelling count, even though I just had a spelling mistake. Presentation, quality of presentation and product. Content, professional appearance. So this is what you're going to be graded on, and I will show you the grading rubric in a minute. 4 pictures of you making the product. You need to have someone take pictures of you making the product. I need to know that you actually made it, and it creates a good visual for people in the presentation. And then clarity of voice and eye contact. You should use some type of presentation software, PowerPoint, Prezi, etc. I'm okay as long as it's viewable and I can see it. I'm okay with if you favor one over the other. Questions. You can ask questions on Moodle, in class, or through email. You must select your product prior to the first live class. Again, this is a first come, first served basis. So let me show you the grading rubric. So the grading rubric, and this will be posted on Moodle, and it's called, if we scroll down, Make It Project. So I have the folder open if it's not open on your screen. There's an overview of what you must do. There's the Make It Project grading rubric. You just click on it in Moodle. It's an Excel file, and I'm going to download it. And here is how you'll be graded. So this gives you a point breakdown. That your material, you must show me that your material costs more than $5, a minimum of $5. That your labor hours are at least $2 hours. What the product is. Was it useful? Was it not? How will it be marketed? A product flow diagram. Identify your fixed costs, your variable costs, and your total cost. What was your direct material, direct labor? What is your overhead cost? What method of costing are you using? How much would you sell the product for, and how did you determine that? Assume some level of sales and then calculate a contribution margin and a contribution ratio. What is the break-even point in units and dollars? How much would you need to sell in order to make $5,000 in units and dollars? And then what's the process time, the cycle time, the throughput time, production rate, the what did you learn paper, and then this is based on your quality of presentation. Your presentation and quality of product, content, professional appearance, pictures, and clarity of voice and eye contact. So the total adds up to 100 there. And so that's how you'll be graded. I will invite guests from the community to watch your Make It presentations on the very last night of class on February 22nd. So this is where your presentation and assumptions will be posted. In order to post something, this will be the final project, but all you need to do is click on this, and it would say, let me just switch to student view, scroll to student. You don't have this ability, but you would say, upload files. Please post all your calculations. You would just click upload files and add a file and find a file from your folder. My internet connection is slow because I'm doing something else in the background. So I'm just going to hit cancel, but you would hit save. So this is an overview of the Make It project. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to see me. Now, on week 1, in order to select your Make It project, you must click on this bubble and click Add New Topic. And when you click Add New Topic, it will allow you to respond. So this is where you'll post what your project will be. So you need to tell me, what are you making? Are you making candlesticks? Are you making something else? So this is an overview of the Make It project. And enjoy!